Luke Sherman TV here with Chris Millington. So 1-1 draw. What are your thoughts on the game?
I don't really know, to be honest, Luke. After that, an emotional roller coaster, I think. I thought early stages, nothing in it. The lapse in concentration, and we get picked off for their goal. Never really, again, probably a little, well, not probably, we know that it's an area we've got to improve. Never really got any control in the game with the ball for sustained periods. We don't want to be just a counter-attacking team. Although at times we did counter-attack very well, although it didn't produce us a goal that we would have appreciated. And then with a little flurry at the end, who knows, fantastic goal from Andrew Olowobori, great effort from Flo Hottie. You've got Zach Emerson's got himself in a position, and you wouldn't want that chance to fall to anyone else. He's not managed to score, which once he's got himself up to speed, he will score those opportunities. He's just carrying a little niggle at the moment, which is why we'll maybe give him that excuse as why he didn't finish it. And then the corner at the end, and who knows, we could have potentially won it, but given the sort of situation we're in at the moment with bodies, given the fact that we've rolled these lads out for the 4th consecutive game, given the long travel involved in coming down here today, and given the absences with a number of injured lads who would have contributed to more control in the game, I think we've got to be grateful with the point.
As you said, a relatively even start, not really much in it. Neither keeper tested too much, and then a frustrating goal to concede.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, there's nothing in the game at that stage. I think they'd had a couple of sort of half attacks. We'd had a couple, and it is just a mistake and a lapse in concentration, and all of a sudden we're 1-0 down, and you fear the worst. And listen, the thing we've got to commend our team for is the grit, the determination, the never say die attitude. They keep going, keep fighting, keep scrapping. We've got lads playing out of position, Flo Hottie coming on to play deeper to try and get us on the ball and secure possession, which isn't his job. It's not what he's in the squad to do. Andrew Olowobori playing at wing back, where he's got to drop in and do the defensive role, which isn't what he's in the team to do. Owen Bray comes on again. We'd like to see him higher up the pitch. He's ended up having to sit in front of the back three to allow the other players to go higher up the pitch. Jamie Cook arguably is being asked to do a slightly different job than the one he's in the team to do. So it's not easy at the moment, and we need 1 or 2 players back to just up the level of quality, up the level of experience, and to allow us to start getting players in the positions they're in the squad to fill. So that's another reason we're grateful, and we're really proud of the effort and application of the lads. Yes, at times we need more composure, we need more organisation, we need a little bit more ability to stick to the plan and remain focused on that. But that'll come, and we know that the chemistry of the squad will build and develop. And while that's happening, then we've got to have that commitment and determination that the lads have shown today.
Brought Jack Jenkins off in the first half. Was that an injury or more of a tactical change?
No, tactical. And I spoke to Jenks, of course, because that can be seen as an insult, and it certainly wasn't. Jack does an awful lot for us. Again, energy, work rate, a lot of the unseen stuff. He has got the ability to get on the ball, and his passing range is good, and I think we will see more of that as he settles into National League football. But today he was struggling to get on the ball, and we needed to secure possession more. So Flo Hottie isn't, again, like I say, he's not in the team to sit deep and come and link play from the defenders in midfield and forwards. But we felt he was the right person to try and do that, given who's available to us at the moment. So he came on and he did it. First few minutes of him being on the pitch, I think he came on at about 40 minutes, and we spent the rest of the half pretty much in Dagenham's half, and that was largely down to what Flo was doing with the ball. So yeah, Jenks obviously won't be happy, but he understands that it was a decision made to try and help the team, and much the same as I've mentioned other players making sacrifices of having to play out of position. He also made a sacrifice today in having to come off to allow us to try and control the play a bit more.
And in the second half, Dagenham probably looked the more likely side to find a second goal before Andrew Olabori found the bottom corner.
Yeah, I mean it was ragged, you know, and that's again probably not quite like us. There are certain elements of the goals we're conceding at the moment, and elements of our defending which are a little bit ragged. You know, clearance is not quite as clean as we would like. First contacts in terms of headers, not really going where the men are go. So there's bits we need to brush up on there, and that allowed Dagenham to land on seconds and stay on us higher up the pitch. Also, you know, are we doing enough to sort of secure possession when it goes up to our forwards? I'd say not at the moment. So there's things we need to improve, and those things resulted in Dagenham having probably the better of the territory and one or two more chances. But then at the end of the game, you know, we've got a fantastic chance for Flo Hottie that he makes pretty much himself, and we've seen him score plenty of goals like that. A keeper has to make a good save. Zach Emerson's running through, and that's what he's here to do. He'll score plenty of goals like that, and you know, he'll be disappointed he didn't take that opportunity. Then we've had the corner at the end where Adam Adatoro's got bundled to the ground, and I'd argue if he's not taken down, he's winning a first contact either to head towards goal or at least keep it alive in the box. And you know what happens then when you're into the 95th, 96th minute and a ball's kept alive in the box, then it causes havoc. So, you know, we had chances to win the game, but yeah, like I said, when you take everything into account and the whole context of our situation at the moment, the context of the performance in its entirety, and also the performance of Dagenham, who I thought were decent tonight, we've got to go away happy with the point.
Of course, quick turnaround is back to the Shea for Monday, and a tough game against Solihull.
It will be. Solihull, very good side. A lot of respect for Andy Wing. I think he's done a fantastic job there. I know they've got a game tomorrow, so they've got a slightly shorter turnaround. But you know, he'll fancy his chances against us. We're not the finished article at the moment. We're very much a work in progress and finding our feet. You know, hopefully we'll be pushing to see if we can get one or two back, even if not to start, then potentially for the bench. And we've got to weigh up whether or not we can roll out the same starting 11 again, who albeit physically looked capable tonight. I thought at times looked mentally fatigued. One or two of the younger lads who've had a baptism of fire and probably wouldn't have experienced quite as much of the opening stages of the season had we had more of those injured players available. So great experience for them, fantastic for us to see them and see them under a bit of pressure. But it'd be good if we can start to just give them a bit of support now with some bodies coming back. But yeah, looking forward to Solihull, and listen, I mentioned to the fans, they've been brilliant in all the games so far this season. Fantastic again tonight, real great reception at the end, and really I think appreciate where we're at, what we're fighting against, and what the lads are actually committing at the moment. So fantastic that, and we're really looking forward to getting back in front of the fans at the Shea on Monday.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.